Imagine four people trying to cross a fast-moving river in a small rowboat. Halfway across, a massive hole bursts open in the hull, and the vessel immediately starts swallowing heavy, dark water. Panic sets in instantly. Two of the passengers grab whatever they can find and start frantically scooping water out over the gunwales, exhausting themselves just to buy a few extra seconds. But the other two passengers? They're sitting back, completely relaxed, watching the chaos unfold. When the exhausted bailers scream for help, one of the relaxed passengers just shakes their head and says, "Relax, the hole is on your side of the boat." It's a ridiculous punchline because the laws of physics are absolute. A breach anywhere in the hull dictates the fate of everyone on board, regardless of where they happen to be sitting. Yet, if you step into almost any modern corporate office, you will find this exact scenario playing out on a daily basis. Highly intelligent professionals, working on initiatives where millions of dollars or even human lives are at stake, fall victim to the exact same illusion of isolation. Once you realize that sitting calmly while your colleagues bail is just a slower way to drown, you start seeing the water pooling around your own desk. In a business context, that wooden rowboat is any shared cross-functional project your company takes on. The passengers bailing water are the frontline departments who suddenly uncover a critical risk. Usually, this is a team like maintenance or environmental health and safety, sounding the alarm that something in the system is badly broken. The relaxed passengers are the isolated departments, groups like operations or project management, who look at the flooding and decide that mitigating the risk falls outside their specific scope of work. They use phrases like, "That's an EHS issue," or "Maintenance can handle it." The label "not my problem" acts as an artificial shield, granting them permission to watch their colleagues struggle. These departmental labels create a comfortable delusion of safety. They allow employees to feel secure within their specific job descriptions, completely ignoring the reality that the broader initiative is taking on water. This happens because of siloed thinking, the habit of treating a single, unified project like a collection of unrelated tasks. A typical corporate chart maps departments into distinct, hard boundaries, but hazards don't care about lines. Physical threats or delays bleed straight through, infecting the entire system. When team members spot danger but refuse to cross lines, the organization loses critical opportunities. When the boat finally goes under, it's usually because several people noticed the leak and decided it wasn't their job to plug it. The very administrative structures we design to keep our individual workflows running smoothly end up blinding us to the fact that the entire enterprise is failing. When too many people assume someone else is going to fix the leak, the boat inevitably sinks. The project fails due to assumed delegation. Avoiding this fate requires rethinking how we measure success. Often, managers are rewarded for fiercely protecting their own department's metrics, budgets, and strictly defined territories. But in a crisis, true leadership looks very different. It requires cross-functional ownership, having the courage to step right over those imaginary boundaries to take responsibility for a shared problem. It demands a shift where employees drop the rigid definitions of their roles, grab a bucket, and aggressively tackle the threat alongside their colleagues. Because if the vessel goes down, your perfect departmental metrics go down with it. It is time to stop protecting your side of the boat and start saving the ship itself.